Somerset County Council, which is run by the Conservatives, has revealed tonight that it may have to make millions of pounds worth of cuts this year in a radical scheme to balance the books. Services for young people and the disabled are among those that could be affected, as our political correspondent Alex Forsyth explains now.
See how many you can catch. Ready?
4-year-old Lorcan starts school this week. He needs more support than some. He has achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism. And his mum's worried the services he relies on may be cut back.
I think we all have to be on guard. These cuts are happening nationwide, and unfortunately they do seem to be hitting the most vulnerable.
Siobhan recently moved to Dorset with her family. She used to live here in Somerset, where children's services are hugely stretched due to rising demand and cost. The County Council's already substantially cut overall spending to keep things running, but there's still a shortfall, and people have noticed.
My granddad, who lives up at Colmhead, couldn't get a bus service where he used to be able to. They're cutting back all the time, and I've got a particular friend whose husband is very ill, and she can't get the right care attention for him.
Today, the Conservative-run council unveiled almost £13 million of possible further cuts needed just to balance the books this year. As well as things like road maintenance, it could affect support for young carers and youth services.
Well, I think we're cutting back very badly. So we've taken all the low-hanging fruit. There is nowhere else to go. We can't increase council tax. We are capped by the government. We have made our case to government as much as we can, but we've seen nothing coming back, and therefore we have to take these decisions.
Somerset isn't the only council struggling with its finances. The government says it's provided billions of pounds to local authorities and is working with them to develop a funding system based on local need. But some warn that's simply not enough.
Several other county councils are having to cut back just to stay afloat.
Well, there have been 5 or 6 named or put in the frame as struggling to balance their accounts this year, and more particularly in the coming financial year, and that list is growing.
Back in Somerset, some charities are plugging the gap. This drop-in cafe, backed by the council, offers advice to those who might have turned to social services.
I think over time people have become dependent on statutory agencies, and we're finding now with all the cuts that people are left floundering quite a bit, and so they are turning to organisations such as ourselves.
The government says it has put extra money into social care, but some think things are so stretched, more radical reform is needed. Alex Forsyth, BBC News in Somerset.